These are the top 5 best lures to catch bass with. If you use any of these, I can guarantee you're going to catch at least a 2-pound bass. So let's get into it. At number 5, we're going to put the classic frog topwater bait. These are kind of a necessary bait if you're ever fishing in the lily pads, which is a super fun thing to do in the summertime. But you can also use it pretty much anywhere there's cover, or even like in the open water. Sometimes a bass will come and bite it. I would practice them a little bit before you can really start catching fish. You kind of need to learn this technique of like going side to side, but super fun. The fish will jump out the water. It's a great time. Next up, we're going to put the classic Senko bait. And these are just really good because you can basically bait them in so many different ways, and you can have so many different like patterns of how you reel them in or jig them. It's just a super reliable bait that's been working for years. Not to mention they're pretty easy to use as well. I think most people could catch fish with them. My favorite colors are definitely green and black, I think works as well. But comment down below what colors you would use for soft plastics, because I know everywhere is different, but I live in the East Coast and I think green is definitely the way to go. All right, for number 3, we have the lipless crankbait, and these are really fun to use, but they're also kind of conditional, so they sink down really deep when you reel them in, and then when you stop reeling, they float back up to the top, so you really should use them only in deep water with a lot of clear water, so less plants, or else you'll just lose your bait pretty much every time you throw it in. But if you have those conditions, you can catch huge fish, and it's super fun to use. All right, for number 2, my favorite bait, which is a chugger, or you could put like a whopper plopper here. They both pretty much do the same thing. I like kind of the chugger because it's a little bit more like of a traditional style. But basically, these are super fun topwater baits. You'll see the fish jump so high. They're basically, I think, a little bit better than the frog, except they get stuck on stuff so easily. So you have to have really clear open water with like no lily pads or anything. But man, fish love to bite these, and they're probably the most fun bait you could find. You'll catch some monsters. All right, and number 1 is just a classic swim bait. I really like the Googan Squad, like Saucy Swimmer they call it. That's definitely my favorite model of these. Man, these things are so reliable. You can catch so many fish, every size. Definitely have caught my biggest fish off these. I definitely would go with green, but I think every color works. And thanks for watching. Please hit me a follow.